Can it regain the trust of the president? Can it regain the trust of the American people? Does FBI Director Christopher Wray need to resign? Joining me right now, Steve Rogers, former member of the FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force. He says yes. You told me that Friday. You say you want the entire senior management changed.
Yes. Trish, there's a culture that has been created by the failings of this FBI. And that culture is now a political culture more than a public safety culture. It started with James Comey, and it's probably permeated throughout the entire leadership of the FBI. Not only does the director have to go, but his top leadership team has to go. That's how you're going to restore confidence in that law enforcement agency. And let me add this. It has nothing to do with the field agents. The men and women on the field, they're great people doing a good job, but I'll tell you something, they pretty much feel, at least the ones I've talked to, the same way.
Well, I mean, look, it's the field agents, though, in Florida that kind of messed this up. I mean, they should have investigated this. So I just ask, doesn't leadership come from the top? Don't you need a leader for the FBI that is encouraging those field agents out in Florida to go and follow up on tips and do their jobs?
Well, that's absolutely right. The question is, what are the priorities that leadership established for these agents? You mentioned before in your segment, is the priorities now political, going after political candidates? That may have been a big problem. You know, when I hear, well, we don't have enough manpower, I disagree with that. You've got the manpower, but you need leadership to set the priorities and to let these agents on the field know that you're going to protect the people first and foremost, politics second.
Steve, I mean, there's so many different components to this, right? There's the mental illness component. There's the idea that, you know, somehow we need to improve these background checks because somebody who's actually nuts should not be able to get that kind of weapon. But we also need more protection for our kids in the schools themselves. I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, you've got retired cops that could go to, you've got retired vets. I mean, is there some kind of better system we can put in place in our public schools in America so that our kids don't have to fear for this?
There sure is. In this century and in the past few weeks, parents have called me and said, what can I do now? I'm tired of the talk. I want to do something now. First and foremost, every parent in this country should go to their school board meetings and demand that armed security personnel are put in their schools. Now, let's talk about armed security personnel. They don't have to be uniformed, Trish. They could wear a suit just like you see me here.
I don't even care. What does it matter if they have a uniform or not? A lot of parents are telling you they don't want the uniformed officers.
Well, it isn't the parents. It's the excuse of the liberal, progressive leaders in these school districts who have told me, well, we're a little bit concerned about the image of officers in our schools. How about being concerned about the blood being spilled on the floors of those schools after there's an incident? So parents could take a very proactive position. I want cops, retired military, retired police, trained in tactical training in those schools.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I don't have anything wrong with that, Steve. I don't understand why people are so worked up about that. I mean, if you have trained professionals there. The other thing I'd add is, you know, maybe they don't even have to be retired. I mean, maybe this is a new component when we think about our state and local taxes of what we need to pay for.
Yes, and think about this, Trish. You talked about taxes. That's another excuse. We can't afford it. How about this? Maybe we could get the NRA to start paying through some grants of putting security in the schools. What do you think of that?
Oh, I like that.
What do you think of that?
I like that.
It would be good for them. It would be good for the people. And maybe it'll lower the temperature a little. What do you think of that?
I'm all for it. You know, you got all kinds of good ideas. Love talking to you as always. Steve, thank you very much.
You're welcome.